welcome back to the channel. I'm Justin. This is Whiskey and Rides, and it has been a couple minutes since I've got a chance to check in and post any content. And you know what? We had a beautiful day today. We got invited to head out to Elkwater for a little scoot, so I thought, you know what? Thought I'd shoot a little video and talk about what's going on. Which, if I'm honest, has not been a lot. The last 2-3 weeks, work has been incredibly busy, so that's been keeping me hopping during the day. On top of that, I'm doing a university course, so that's been keeping me really busy as well. Just submitted my final assignment for that today. And on top of that, we've got regular family stuff, some volunteer work that I do. So life has just been busy. On top of all that, Christina and I have been working pretty hard to get ready for our road trip that is coming up in less than a week. I think 5 days until we actually leave the house and head out to British Columbia for about 10-12 days, which is going to be pretty cool. We've got some pretty exciting stuff planned for that trip. Now, when I travel, I am not good at planning stuff. Usually I'll pick a destination, go, and we'll figure out what we're going to do when we get there. But this trip, I've taken all the planning on myself. Christina doesn't have a lot of insight into what we're actually doing. So going to be a bunch of pretty cool surprises for her, I think. But we've got our route more or less planned out. So Friday we're gonna leave Medicine Hat and start heading west. We're gonna meet up with a few guys in Lethbridge, we think, and we're gonna make our way out to Toad Rock Motorcycle Campground out just north of Nelson, BC, and we're gonna hang out there for the weekend, spend Canada Day there. If you've been watching my channel for a while, last year I went there with a buddy for Canada Day for the first time, and it was amazing. We had a great time, some great riding in the area, so wanted to get back out there again this year. And it's going to be Christina's first time heading out there, so that's going to be kind of exciting. This is also her first major road trip on her own bike, so that's going to be interesting. She's bringing the Sportster. We've got bags on it for her, a tour pack, a few other things that are going to help with the comfort. But you know what, let's be honest, riding 7-8 hour days on a Sportster can be grueling, so we'll see how she does with that. We've built a little extra time into the schedule just in case. I wanted to make sure if we have to stay an extra night somewhere or something like that, it's no big deal. Oh, what do we got here? Proceed to detour. That's not so good. So anyway, once we are done at Toad Rock, we are going to be continuing to head west out to Vancouver and Vancouver Island, spending a couple days in Victoria, then up to Tofino, then back across to the mainland, and just start putting our way home. Got a few campsites already booked, so those are in the bag. But again, leaving ourselves, you know, enough time that if we want to do something, we can. So I guess, is this fully planned out? Definitely not, but probably more planned out than I normally do when I travel. So we've been doing a bunch of, I guess, planning or preparation for this trip, on top of just simply deciding where we're going to go. So we got all of our camping gear and stuff like that all put together. We loaded up the bikes, checked to make sure we were going to have room for everything that we thought we were going to need, and you know, I was pretty impressed. I've packed up the bike and went camping myself a couple times now, and everything fit. I was a little unsure of how it was going to go packing for two, but between my bike and Christina's little Sportster there, we have more than enough room, so it's going to be fantastic from that perspective. I think we're going to have everything we need. I learned a bunch of stuff last year as well when I went to Sturgis and Toad Rock, and even my solo camping trip, about kind of what to pack, what not to pack, what's going to be useful and what's not going to be useful. So I think I've actually slimmed down my kit a little bit. Also kind of recognized that wherever we're going, we're not that far from a Walmart or some other kind of store, so if we need it, we can always buy it. Beyond that, we've actually set Christina up with a little bit of a motovlogging setup herself. She wanted to give it a try, so we went ahead and did something a little different for her. I'm running all GoPro stuff on my bike, so I got a Hero 9 on my face, a Hero 10 on the bars, and it's been working well for me. But she wanted to try something a little different, so she first went ahead and bought herself one of the Insta360s, I think it's the RS1. And it came with two lenses. It came with the 360 lens, which is pretty cool, but it also came with the standard lens. So what she ended up doing is buying a second housing for the second lens, and so now she's going to run her 360 camera on her bars most of the time, and probably play around with it, putting it in a couple different places, and also run the camera on her helmet. My microphone actually started having some issues as well, so we took that opportunity to try something different. She needed one as well. So right now I'm running the purple Panda. This is actually the first video I'm recording with it. I did a little bit of testing kind of at home to see how it would perform, and it's definitely a lot hotter than the Apple mic that I was running before. So hopefully the wind's not too bad, the clipping's not too bad, so I guess we'll see when I edit this. But we got that put into her helmet as well. And of course, we've got the DJI drone. I've had that up a few times. I'm getting a lot more used to it. But this trip, I'm hoping to use it a bunch. We're going to be in some great mountainous country where we should be able to get some pretty cool drone footage. So that's going to be a bit of an adventure in itself. So that's really all that's been keeping me busy these last few weeks. A bunch of real life stuff and, of course, prepping for this trip. Let me know what you've been doing. Do you got any trips planned? Are you heading out on any big adventures? Do you have any recommendations on things we should do, see, or places we should ride while we're out in British Columbia? Like I said, we're going to be in that Nelson area, then head down the number 3 out to Vancouver, hop on the ferry, get out to Victoria and Tofino. Coming back, I think we're going to hit the Okanagan, the Kelowna area. So if there's anything that you suggested I should do on those routes, let me know down in the comments and see if we can get to it. Anyway, I think that's going to about wrap this one up. We're going to head into town here, maybe go find a beer or maybe a sandwich, and just enjoy the rest of the day. So until next time, this is Whiskey and Rides.